Hello, this is Sound Has No Self. Ọ̀rọ̀ onílé. Ọdẹ tó ṣiyèméjì lẹ́ran pa. A vacillating hunter is the one that is brought down by the game, that is killed by the game. A doubtful hunter is the one that is killed by the animal. A skeptical hunter is the one that is attacked by the animal that he intended to kill as game for food. When you are face to face with a problem, the noble thing to do is to face it headlong, particularly when it is dangerous to flee. When it is dangerous to flee, then face it with all of your might, with all of your power, with all of your strength, with all of your determination, with all of your courage. Even when it goes the wrong way, you would have ended up as not as a coward. You would have ended up as a brave person, as a hero or heroine, rather than just being brought down cheaply like a coward. Ode is what we call hunters in Yoruba language. So when a hunter is face to face with an animal, particularly an animal that is deadly, not as animal as ordinary as rodents, it's not the time to give the animal the impression that you are afraid, because you don't just become a hunter without any preparation. It is not a hunting job. It's not for weaklings. It's not for a weakling. It's not for somebody who is not prepared. You are supposed to have been equipped by way of training, by way of weaponry, by way of experience, because you don't just jump into the forest today to start hunting as a baby after being born. You go through tutelage under your father, your uncle, your elder brother, and hunters within your community. You would have been going for hunting exercises with them as a kid, with somebody who is older, somebody more experienced, or with a group, and you must have learned so much before you start hunting alone. And there are categories of forests. This is part of the things that you would have learned. There are neighboring bushes that you just enter for reptiles and rodents, but there are some forests that everyone knows that when you enter there, you may encounter very deadly animals. So if you are going to such places, you go prepared. You have your weapons, you have your tools, you have your you have your tricks, you have your courage, you have your charms. You go with all of that, and you know the technique. In fact, you know what to say to the animal that it will listen to you, because animals are soul too. There are things you say to the animal that it will listen to you. There are things that you will say to a lion. There are things that you will say to a buffalo, that it will you know, when the Bible, the Christian Bible says that when they hear my voice, they shall listen. There are things you say to different kinds of animal there, they would hearken to your voice. So all of these are things that you would have learned. And once you have learned all of these, you can't be face to face with a lion, for instance, and begin to shiver. They are smart too. Animals are intelligent. They study you psychologically, and they know whether to run or to advance towards you or to attack you. So when there are certain situations that you face, when you are qualified to face them, and you don't get there and begin to shiver, you don't get to where you are supposed to practice your courage and begin to run. So you can't be in front of an animal that you intended to kill and begin to shiver or throw away your gun and run. The animal will come after you, because the possibilities may include that you are going to reinforce, to bring more hunters or to bring more deadly weapons to attack. So now that you've thrown away the weapons in your custody, they won't let you go. And you know, this is useful to hunters, but it's also useful to human beings generally in different situations of life. The animal, the monster before you may be poverty, it may be lack, it may be anything. It may be a business challenge. It may be anything. So once you are there, once you say you want to run this race, you are on this lane, you face it headlong and make sure that you achieve your aim. Even when you don't achieve the ultimate goal, everybody would get to the scene and say, no, he was a brave man. He tried his best. He did this, he did that. The things that you did will be pointed to as mark of courage. So whatever it is that you are facing in your life today, don't be afraid. Do not fret. Do not shiver. Do not fidget. Just stand as a brave man, as a hero, and battle on till victory is yours. That's it on this edition of Sound Has No Cell. And don't forget, the proverb that we have treated today is Ode Toshie Meji Lerongpa. I'll see you again, and very soon. Bye for now, and have the most successful day.